Imagine this. It's past midnight. You're alone in a secret nuclear bunker. A computer starts screaming. Red lights flashing. It says 5 American nuclear missiles are heading straight for your country. You have less than 10 minutes to decide. Report it, and you might start World War III. Ignore it, and if you're wrong, millions of your people die. Most soldiers would follow orders. One man didn't, and we are all alive because of him. To understand that night, you have to understand 1983. The world was closer to nuclear war than at any point since the Cuban Missile Crisis. The US and Soviet Union had enough nukes to end civilization 10 times over. Just 3 weeks earlier, the Soviets had shot down Korean Airlines Flight 007, mistaking it for a spy plane. 269 innocent people dead, including a US congressman. America was furious. The Soviets were paranoid. They believed a US first strike could come at any moment. At NATO, they were running Able Archer 83, a massive war game that looked so real, the KGB thought it was the real attack. The world was a powder keg. Deep in a forest near Moscow, at a top-secret bunker called Serpukhov 15, Lieutenant Colonel Stanislav Petrov starts his shift. His job is simple and terrifying. He is the watchman for Oko, the Soviet Union's brand new early warning satellite system. If Oko sees American missiles launch, Petrov reports it up the chain of command. From there, it goes to the generals, then to the Soviet leader. Then the Soviet nukes fly back. He is not paid to think. He is paid to report. September 26, 1983, 12:40 a.m. An alarm rips through the bunker. A giant red screen flashes one word: launch. Oko says 1 American Minuteman ICBM has launched from Montana. Seconds later, the computer says its confidence is high. This is real. The room goes dead silent. Dozens of officers stare at Petrov. Then it gets worse. Second missile detected. Third. Fourth. Fifth. 5 nuclear missiles. Inbound. The computer is now screaming at maximum confidence. According to every rule in the Soviet military book, Petrov must immediately call his commander and report a full-scale American nuclear attack. That call would set in motion a retaliation. Hundreds of Soviet nukes launched at America. That's how nuclear war starts. But Petrov froze. And he thought. Something felt wrong. If America really wanted to destroy the Soviet Union, why launch only 5 missiles? American doctrine was all-out war. Hundreds of missiles at once. Not 5. 5 made no strategic sense. Plus, he knew Oko. He had helped build it. It was brand new, untested, and it relied on infrared sensors looking straight into the sun. Was it a glitch? Could he bet the lives of 3 billion people on a hunch? The protocol was clear: report it. But Petrov did the opposite. He picked up the phone to command and said the most dangerous words of his life. It's a false alarm. He had no proof, only gut instinct. He would later say, "My heart was pounding. I thought, if this is real, I am a dead man and so is everyone else." Now, he had to wait. If the missiles were real, they would appear on ground radar in about 15 minutes. That's how long it takes an ICBM to cross the pole. 1 minute. Nothing. 5 minutes. Nothing. 10 minutes. Nothing. 15 minutes. Nothing on radar. No flashes. No explosions. The world was still there. The computer was wrong. Later, investigators found the cause. The Oko satellite had mistaken sunlight reflecting off high-altitude clouds over Montana for missile exhaust flames. A once-in-a-lifetime alignment of sun, cloud, and satellite. The most advanced warning system in Soviet history had almost ended the world because of sunshine on clouds. You'd think he'd get a medal, a parade. He got nothing. The Soviet military buried the incident. They didn't want to admit their billion-dollar system had failed. They didn't want to admit a single man had questioned it. They even reprimanded Petrov for not filling out his logbook properly during the incident. He quietly retired as a lieutenant colonel. His pension was small, and for almost 15 years, no one knew his name. It wasn't until the Soviet Union collapsed that the story came out. And the world realized, on